There is a certain Bible teacher, preacher I'd like to promote out of San Diego, and that is Dr. David Jeremiah. I think is very interesting. I was reading one of his books about heaven, and he focuses a lot on heaven itself and what he thinks it'll be like. It's an amazing book that he has written about reasons to be excited about heaven, where he talks about, what it'll be like to have a glorified body in the holy city of the New Jerusalem, and talks realistically about what it'll be like. And he takes it from Scripture and he interprets what he thinks heaven will be like. And it's an amazing book where it talks about a new earth and a holy city on the new earth, and you got this glorified bodies, and there's angels, and what the streets will be like, what the mansions will be like, what the atmosphere will be like, what the climate will be like, what you'll do there. And he talks about a lot of the details of heaven itself. He's very interested in the subject of heaven. And a lot of the preachers and Bible teachers, many of them, there's so many of them, they don't really focus on heaven itself, which is really the exciting part. If there is a heaven, then what is it? And um, Dr. David Jeremiah I think he's different. I think he's different than a lot of the other um, Bible teachers. He really focuses a lot of him. He's very fascinated with the subject of heaven, and he's written on it and spoken of it more than other teachers. And I think that's something that really makes him interesting. And he is a believer in the rapture, whether you believe in that or not. He does believe. He does believe in the rapture, but he's very interested in heaven itself and the details of it. And he's not really known as much. Like he's not as famous as Joel Osteen. He's not as famous as Franklin Graham and other um, teachers out there. He's not as famous as they are, but I think he is um, one of the better ones that is overlooked. He's not really as well known as some of the other teachers.